Hey Kings, what's poppin'? It's me, Teams of Regret, and have I got a video for you today. Today I want to show you a PlayStation fanboy who goes out of his way to misrepresent PC gaming and speak as if linear single-player games don't exist on PC. He even goes further and claims that the only place to play single-player games is on PlayStation. From that line, we can tell there's going to be a lot of retardation waiting for us. So sit back and relax, Kings, and let's get this show rolling.
The console war has been raging for years. Battles between Xbots and Sony fanboys going on every day in YouTube comment sections.
Yep, and it makes for good content for us to laugh at, so please, do continue.
One side believes they're the better, and the other side has been holding on to something great from the past for so long now that I doubt they even remember what they're fighting for.
Of course, Xbots don't know what they're fighting for. But then again, neither do Sony fanboys. They're just blindly hyping up whatever their plastic box does, uncritically. Such is the nature of console fanboys.
Nintendo fans usually stay out of it because they're too distracted by whoever the next Smash character is.
Wow! It's almost as if they're enjoying the games they have and are having a good time. Who could have known that you can enjoy the games you own without having to spurg out about the console wars every 9 seconds? That's revolutionary thinking.
But there is one other party in gaming that gets to watch the war comfortably from the sideline in a throne of what they think is superiority. And that party, of course,
That's right, baby. The most superior, amazing, and miraculous gaming platform that has ever been and ever will be. The Intellivision Amico.
is PC gamers.
Oh,
More powerful hardware, mods, better frame rates, better graphics, higher resolution, ray tracing, and better controls are things that any gamer god in the PC Master Race would tell you make them superior.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, what's not to love about more great features? I mean, look at it this way, alright? What's better? A car that can only take you from A to B, or a car that can take you from A to B in comfort with a radio, GPS guidance, and air conditioning to boot?
But is this really true?
Yes.
Is the debate between PC and console really that simple?
Yes.
No.
No.
To start, I've always found it funny that pretty much any PC gamer you find will talk about how games look better on PC with things like resolution, frame rates, and all-around graphical fidelity.
I'm not quite sure why he finds this quite funny. I mean, it's true overall. High-end PC games tend to look better than their console counterparts.
Yet, if you look at the top games played by PC gamers, it's mostly competitive multiplayer games or survival games, none of which are shining examples of good graphics.
Are you serious? This is your smoking barrel? Are you really going to use this to argue? Alright buddy, I'll play your game. First off, this is a gross misrepresentation of why these games are extremely popular. In fact, he doesn't even try to explain why these games are popular. He just puts it down here and calls it evidence that PC gamers are hypocrites. So allow me to educate you why these games are popular in the first place. So pay attention. These games are free. These are cheap, and these can be run on toasters. Add to that, most of these games are multiplayer focused, meaning to say that not only is the barrier to entry for these games so low, but most of these games need other players to work. So if you put 2 and 2 together, it makes sense why these would be extremely popular. And besides, he's also acting like this phenomenon is exclusive to PC. So how about we turn this around and show off the most popular games on PlayStation? These are free, these are multiplayer, and these have crossplay or cross-progression of some sort. Not too different from the PC list, isn't it? And to add to this, not a single one of those games on this list are PlayStation exclusives.
What looks better, CSGO or The Last of Us on PS3?
What an absolutely retarded comparison to make. One of them is a multiplayer arena shooter running on an almost decade-old engine by that point, and the other is a strictly linear, tightly scripted, cutscene-heavy single-player game that had a game engine custom built for it. This is like comparing a muscle car road trip with a plane flight. They're fundamentally different things, so it's illogical to the extreme to be comparing them both.
I don't care if you can run Minecraft with nice water effects, it's still a game that's made out of blocks. When you think of good graphics, you think of games like God of War, Uncharted, The Last of Us, Demon's Souls, games that are all exclusives to PlayStation.
Only because your brain has been rotten to the core thanks to console fanboyism. You're completely ignoring that Metro Exodus, Red Dead 2, Forza Horizon 4, hell, maybe even Minecraft or Skyrim, they look the best when you're playing them on PC. That you're unable, or perhaps more likely unwilling to recognize it shows just how entrenched you really are on console fanboy bullshit.
I don't care that you can run Rust or PUBG with an uncapped frame rate. Neither of those games are as visually impressive as The Last of Us Part 2.
Sure, it might not look as good, but it sure has a hell of a lot more play options than The Last of Us 2. Rust is an open-ended sandbox where you decide your own adventure. The Last of Us 2 is a straight-jacketed experience where the game decides what you experience, when you experience, and how you experience it. Player choice be damned. I mean, what's more impressive as a toy? A display statue or a posable action figure?
And the newest consoles are able to run games at 60 FPS and higher resolutions.
60 FPS? Is that it? Is that the limit for consoles? The best you can do is 60? My rig can hit 100 or beyond very easily. In fact, 60 FPS is the bog standard for most gaming PCs these days. And that's supposed to be your selling point?
Is it really worth it to pay so much more for a PC just so that you can run a game at a higher frame rate?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, a PC isn't exclusively for games. You have a whole bevy of additional features like the ability to browse the internet properly, work on your assignments, or edit and render videos. So my question for you is, why spend $500 on a gaming console, then another separate $300 for a working computer, when you can spend the same amount for a gaming PC that does both and does both better? So yes, it is worth it.
Personally, I don't think so. But of course, there are people out there who do. For me, what it really comes down to is, what experience do you want from gaming?
Do you want to know what experience I want from gaming? I want something more exciting than pushing the left stick forward and looking at pretty pictures, that's for sure. If I wanted pretty sights alone, I'd just look out the window or head out of town for a while.
If you're looking for only competitive online multiplayer, then I'll have to admit PC gaming takes the dub here. Frame rates, more key bindings, and mouse controls are definitely beneficial for that type of gaming.
You do realize that all those benefits come handy on other types of games too, right? You have no clue how good it felt playing Red Dead 2 on my PC after being stuck playing on a PS4 Slim. It felt like a total breath of fresh air.
Do you want to be able to mod games? Then PC gaming takes the dub here again. I'm extremely sad that I didn't get to play RE2 Remake with the Ada lingerie mod.
You horny mother... Actually, I should shut up about this part considering what I have on my Skyrim mod list. Anyways, moving on.
Do you want to play a survival game where you're tasked with tediously finding supplies, building your home base, and then repeating that cycle? Like, seriously, I don't understand how people get so excited for these games. Minecraft, Rust, 7 Days to Die, Ark Survival, Valheim. These are all such similar games.
You mean like how The Last of Us, Uncharted, Days Gone, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn are all third-person narrative-driven linear story single-player games?
Let me go out and click on a tree for 5 minutes so I can then go out and hold click on rocks for 5 minutes so I can then go out and gather some other resources that's harder and more tedious to find. How's that fun?
Oh no! A game that actually challenges you to progress and improve yourself in the world. That's impossible to play. If the game doesn't let me skip puzzles I'm too dumb to figure out, or to enable God mode from the difficulty menu, then it's a bad game. Fucking typical Sony ponies, I tell ya.
But that's a different topic. If you're into survival games like that, then PC takes yet another dub. But if you're a gamer like me, you're looking for something else from games.
Oh ho ho ho, listen to that, Kings. He's a real gamer. He doesn't like progression in video games and want the game to hold his hand throughout the entire runtime. Ooh, so tough, so masculine, please have my children.
I want those single-player gaming experiences that are filled with wonder and exploration, horror and suspense, fun and entertainment. Stories you won't forget. I want those legendary games that make a lasting impact on.
Funny how all of the things he mentioned can also be achieved from the survival games he despises so much. Wonder and exploration from the randomly generated world. Horror and suspense as you try to deal with the world mobs with your low-level equipment. Fun and entertainment while you slowly conquer the world through your own efforts, and unforgettable stories that is unique to yourself. Not a scripted set piece mathematically designed to wow you, but an event that you discover organically by virtue of being in the right place in the right time. This reminds me of a thing that happened to me and my buddy a while back while we were playing Minecraft. While adventuring in the Nether, we got separated from the rest of our party, and in our desperation to return to the overworld, we built a new Nether portal to try and escape through there. Now, this turned out to be sort of a bad idea because we ended up being stranded in the middle of a massive jungle, and honestly, we didn't have a clue how we were gonna get back. We ended up spending the next 3 to 4 hours IRL trying to trek back to our settlement, and honestly, it's one of the best adventures I had in gaming in a long time. All of the horror, suspense, and intense action fights we had in that adventure was completely organic and unscripted. Honestly, my only issue with that whole adventure is that I didn't record it.
It all comes down to the games you can play. And in my opinion, the platform that offers more of the great gaming experiences I am looking for is console.
Come on, man. Name me one experience that you can get on a console that you can't get on a PC through other non-exclusive games. Linear narrative-driven games? Yeah, they're here too. Beautiful open-world exploration, also on PC. High-octane racing experience? Yep, they're also here. Adrenaline-pumping flight action game? Got those too. Balls-to-the-wall competitive multiplayer? Better on PC, baby. And VR? Well, the best VR sets are on PC.
Sony has some great studios producing amazing exclusive titles that I would not want to miss out on PC.
I'd comment on this part, but he actually acknowledged that Sony exclusives are coming to PC by the end of his video, so I'll let him deal with that instead.
So for me, console is still the way to go. It doesn't matter how powerful your hardware is if you aren't able to play the best games on it.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious? The best game? Alright, objectively define what the best game is. Seriously, do it. You can't, can you? Of course you can't, well, because there is no such thing as the best game because of the variety of variables in play when we're considering what the best game is. Sure, The Last of Us 2 looks really pretty, but the story's dog shit. Yeah, Fallout New Vegas has a master-crafted story, but it's an eyesore and the game is held together by thoughts and prayers. Is Call of Duty better than Ace Combat? Is Forza better than XCOM 2? Fact is, we can't compare those games because they're good at what they do, which is why I'm calling bullshit on the statement that PlayStation has the best games when nobody can even agree to what the best game truly is.
That being said, some of the big titles from PlayStation library are being released on PC, and if this trend continues to the point where most of the PlayStation exclusive games become available on PC, then there won't really be a point to own a console. And I too will join the PC master race.
No, you won't. Not with that attitude of yours, I doubt it. You're a PlayStation fanboy, you're too entrenched in it.
But for now, console it is. And not Xbox.
See what I mean? He's clearly rooted down in his fanboy logic, so I sincerely doubt he's going to hop on over. Chances are he'll probably make up some new justification to prop up PlayStation as the bestest console ever. Anyways, we're done with this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you feel like it. This is James of Regret, wishing good luck and Godspeed to all of you. Signing out.